First of all, Alastair, when did you actually come to Nairn?
I came to Nairn the first time as a trainee to Dr. McFadden in 1973, and the main reason for that is my father was originally from Murrayshire. He's from Lumbride, just outside Elgin, and he'd always said that this was his chosen part of the world to live in. So when the opportunity arose, I came up to Nairn to be a trainee.
So you've recently retired as well?
Yes, I retired 7 years ago.
Oh, that's more than recent.
It's longer than you think. But we went away after that trainee year. We went to Australia and New Zealand, and then we worked for a year in Nepal. And whilst I was in Nepal, I got a message saying that I wanted to come back as a partner. I came back at the end of '74, and I worked from '74 until 2006.
So you've also been working as a community councillor. How long have you been doing that? What made you become a community councillor?
Well, I mean, I've been involved in the communities since the first 10 or 12 years. I just worked away in the practice, but I was doing things like taking the kids for rugby at the school, and I got onto the school board in the good old days.
Is this the academy or?
Well, no, at primary school and then at the academy. I chaired the academy board, and I was very involved with Nairn Anti-Pollution Society, which was set up when there was sort of daft ideas to petrochemicals at Cromarty Firth, and McCall, which was Codder, and McDermott's were going to have a refinery at Whiteness Head at McDermott's side. So we had some fun and games, and I got very friendly with Douglas Cooper, who was also in the Nairn Anti-Pollution Society, and he had been the planning officer for Murray and Nairn in the good old days when planning was nice and simple. So I've been involved in planning probably for the last 40 years, and I was asked to go on to Suburban really because of my health and social work background and knowledge, but to help the whole community empowerment and community capacity arguments, which I'm very happy to do.
How long have you been with the community council?
I've been, I think this must be 7 years or 8 years. I did it when I retired, because up till then I was kind of busy, but I've been pretty busy since I retired too.
And in that sort of 7 years you've been involved in the community council, have you seen much changes with the work that they're doing? Or?
Yeah, I fundamentally believe in the idea of community involvement in the community councils as being the voice of the people. I've always worried that it wasn't a strong enough voice, and certainly since I started, increasingly the power has gone to Inverness and to Highland Council, and increasingly it's been taken away from the community councils, and I personally think that's an absolute disaster, and all that we're trying to do just now is to reverse that trend.